Hello and welcome to Finextra. I'm Emily Hall and I'm here with Gavin Kelly of the Bank of Ireland, and we're talking about digitalisation. Thanks very much for joining me.
Hello Emily, how are you?
Where do you think the banking industry is on its digitalisation journey right now?
I think the technology has been nothing new to the banking industry. I think we've always led the way in financial services in terms of new developments and innovation. If you think of cards, ATMs, internet banking down through the years, the digitalisation age, particularly with the advent of mobile banking, has accelerated the pace of that change. And I think that's what the banks around the world are struggling with at the moment, is how do we adapt to that pace of change. I think when you see that type pace of change, that usually brings with it a rapid innovation. And from the banking industry's point of view, what's key for me is not to be afraid of that innovation, to partner with fintech companies, to partner with new ideas. We have a lot of experience in the banking industry, particularly in areas such as regulation, and we've got significant customer bases. We've trust built up on those customer bases. So I think what we've got to do is use our strengths to partner with new innovative fintech companies to provide better solutions for our customer base. I think that's a real opportunity for the banking industry with the pace of change to really use that partnership model, embrace it, not be afraid of it, to drive new and innovative solutions for our customers.
How clear is the picture of the bank's future role in the digital age?
I think when you have change at that pace, inevitably you look to the future and say, well, where are we going to fit? I think what's important with the future is making sure you lay the foundations today, and there's a couple of things that I think the industry are doing very well. First of all, embracing fintech, not to be afraid of fintech, not to be seeing fintech as competition, but to seeing the partnership capability in fintech, using our expertise in the industry, particularly in areas such as regulation, to actually support and help fintech in development. I think the other area that's very interesting is the role of the branch and what our banks do as customers use digital banking for their day-to-day transactions. Where do we see the future of branch banking, which has traditionally been our core channel? I think what we're looking at is presence in community being more important now than ever, particularly in light of digitalisation. So contrary to maybe other players, we're not closing branches. The easy decision when a branch reaches certain transaction volumes is to close the branch. We reinvent the space. We're now throwing open the doors of our branches to use them for things like business startups. So we have space in communities. Why not let new startups in those communities use the branch presence where they can co-locate with other startups and learn from each other. We've taken that a couple of steps further by setting up start labs in certain locations. So that's a more formal incubation program where we invite new companies to start up their business. Unlike other start labs, we don't look for an equity stake in the companies. We're just, again, using our space to facilitate development. But it's broader than just business, customers and enterprise. It's also looking into the wider community. So using our branches to facilitate coding sessions for kids. We have regular sessions around the country where customers from different schools come in. We run coder dojos to teach kids coding skills. If we look at the other end of our customer base, our seniors customers are embracing digital like any other segment, but they're more nervous about it. So we ask our seniors customers into branches where we host events called Tea and Teach, where we literally serve a cup of tea and then teach them on how they use digital channels. Over 30,000 customers have already visited Tea and Teach events over the last year. So as you can see, instead of just taking an easy decision to close our branch, we're reinventing the space. We're offering it up to the community. Broader than that, we're also organising events around communities, things like enterprise events and enterprise towns, where we invite local businesses to exhibit in the community hall, which is sponsored by Bank of Ireland, facilitated by our local staff on the ground, to actually showcase their business to the community and to their customers. So I really believe that while in an age of digitalisation, while it is really, really important to have a brilliant digital banking presence, and we invest heavily in our technology as an industry on an ongoing basis, it's equally important not to forget what has served us well down through the years, which is strong presence in communities, strong face-to-face presence. And the combination of face-to-face banking with a brilliant digital banking, I think, sets the industry up well for the future.
So what would you say are the prerequisites for banks to be successful in the digital ecosystem of the future?
I think first and foremost, great technology. I think you have to invest in your technology platforms to have more open-ended architecture so that you can leverage the great fintech and development that's coming across the industry. With open banking next year and the advent of PSD2, that becomes more important than ever. I think the banking industry has very strong customer relationships that has built up over the years. So I firmly believe that open banking is an opportunity for the industry, not a threat. I think the opportunity is to use those customer relationships to partner with fintech through your technology platforms to really provide a fantastic customer experience for your customers as you go forward.
Gavin, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching.